Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play. Here we go, it's happening, it's time for monorail. If we go to the available trains, and we go all the way down to the bottom-ish, we have the Lev 1. At the moment, its reliability is 96%, which is really good. It's a lot better than some of the other ones here. In fact, it equals or betters pretty much all the other trains that we've been using. So it would make sense to move to it on that point. Now, I have been warned by some of the viewers that when they've gone to Maglev, the maintenance cost for the railway lines is so much more that it can be difficult for the company. So this is going to be a gamble. But we're going to convert our entire network to Maglev. The lot. Every single bit of it. We've got a few, like I said, we've got a few bits of monorail. A couple of independent lines of monorail. But the whole lot's going. First things first, we need to get the trains into a depot. So, go to the trains list. Send to depot. Now, unfortunately, there is no quick and easy way of doing this without some sort of mod. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a mod that allows you to have depots that work on both rail set types. Like, they're like multi-depots, so they work in Maglev and they work for monorail and electric and standard rail. But it's really not going to be able to do that in vanilla. Now you can see here that I've just hit the fast forward, and that is just so that we can get as many of these vehicles in the depots as possible. So I'm just going to do the send to depot command again, and we can just look down the list and you can see here that train 6 is having problems. I don't know where train 6 is, but it's in a queue somewhere. Yeah, it's in a queue, and they're all going to be heading into this depot, so it looks like it's going to get there eventually. So I think it's just a matter of a little bit of time, and then they're all going to be in their depots. Well, it took a little while, but all 910 trains are now in a depot somewhere on the network. Now comes with the whole upgrade, probably the second worst part of the entire process, and that's now I've got to go around all of the depots on this network and delete all of the trains. Like I said, you cannot upgrade the rail. So, by the way, Vactube came out whilst I was waiting for all the trains to go into the depot. The Vactube train, though, if we just pop a depot down quickly, you can see we've got the Hyperloop pod. It goes so fast. It goes at 804 kilometers an hour. Costs an absolute fortune, though. Absolute fortune. And it may not be attached to anything, this pod. It's an interesting thing. We're not going to be going into that now. We might do some special lines of that. But yeah, that did come out. The reliability is probably not that great as well. So if we go available trains and look at the pod, reliability, yeah, it's 52% reliability. Not good at all. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to the Maglev construction. We're going to use the conversion tool and swipe over the entire network. Now, I didn't really want to do that because before we do that, we're going to have a look at the maintenance and stuff and get rid of all the trains. So, first things first, let's get rid of all those trains. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the train list, click on the depot, get rid of all vehicles in the depot, and we'll pin the train list, and we'll just go around, say every vehicle in that depot, go away, and just keep doing that down the train list. Now the lucky thing is that I don't have to do this 910 times because a lot of depots have more than one train in. But it does mean that I have to do it quite a few times. So I'm going to go through all these depots one by one, just like this, and I will see you when I've 've 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 There we go, folks. 910 trains all deleted, and that took 25 minutes just to go around and do that. Oh my goodness, my heart and mind are boggled. Right, well, after doing that, we have 606 million in the bank account. We've got to watch that bank account. We've got to be really careful with how much we put on the network and how quick. It's going to be a balance, and I don't know if we're going to do it, or whether we're going to, you know, it might be a massive success, or it might drive the company into bankruptcy doing all this at once, because we're playing with maintenance turned on. We have payments going out. All this track is going to cost us money. It needs to be used. So we spend all our money on trains, and then we've got no bank balance. We've got no money to keep the business going. So if we go to our business and into the monies and go infrastructure, we're spending 133 million a year on the network. So we've got roughly 5 years worth of money to keep the company going, but then we've still got to do the conversion, and then we've still got to do the trains. So let's remember that 133 million, that will be relevant for working out the difference later. And let's have a look at the operating profit graphs. Yeah, look at that. So as you can see, taking the trains off the network, not only has that plummeted the amount of money that we're making, but we've gone down into negatives because of the costs of running the network. And that dip there is just from when the trains were going into the depot, not while I was spending the 25 minutes getting rid of them because the game was paused. Well, now here is the next stage, and the next stage is a relatively fun bit. We open up a extra viewpoint, and we go to the very top of the world. Ooh, the way up to the top. There we go, you don't have to be top and bottom, it could be left and right. I'm going to zoom in down here, and we're going to go to Maglev and convert, and we're going to go and get every single square. That's right, you can drag between viewpoints. I don't know how much this is going to cost us. Probably only something like 120, maybe 100 million. 135 million, so it's a little bit more than what I was thinking there. So now that leaves us with 470 million in the bank account. Now we can take a £2 million loan, but to be honest, that's just a drop in the ocean. Now let's have a look at our infrastructure costs now. Ow! Look at that, 284 million a year. That is more than double what it was previously. Oh no, this is terrible. Oh no, right, okay. We're going to need some trains. This is where we bankrupt the company, isn't it? So priority has to be making money, and the good money makers, definitely, we've got all these goods sat here. We need to get trains doing that. So let's go new vehicles. Oh, they cost so much money as well. We could probably only get about 400 trains. Oh no. Okay. Just trying to work out. We've got two different weights here, and I'm not sure what the two different weights are. Maybe it's for when things are refitted. The weight is the weight of the truck, and then the brackets will be the weight when it's full of stuff. Right, let's buy that. Get our Landscape train in there. Now, this was the line that I was considering upgrading to our higher length, but oh dear, I'm not feeling so good about this now. Right, so let's do a full load order there, all the way down. Whoa, steady. all the way down the line, unload there. Okay. The stations do look cooler, actually. I like that. Okay, so then we're going to get a bunch of them. How many? I don't know. We'll clone it so that there are 10. Is that too many to begin with? Let's go with that. We'll have 10 there. And then we will have 10 over here as well. Okay, let's get this goods network up and rolling, yeah? Okay. So we've got 20 delivering from here. Now, one of the ones we're definitely going to have is we're going to have vehicles going in here. So let's just clone one of them and do all of these ones. So, remove all that. Full load here. And then goods out, that's a transfer order. Perfect. And then this one can clone that one. And then this one can clone that one. And then this one can clone that one. It's working. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one I'm cloning, as long as I'm going down the line here and just going clone, clone. Because they're all got exactly the same orders. It's just we've got one depot per platform here because of space. Let's see. Where's the next empty depot? There's the next empty depot. Clone. So that is costing about $1 million each time. And how many trains do we throw on the network? It's a bit of a balancing game, isn't it? Because we can either spend all the money and hope that the 400 odd trains that we can afford to buy make enough money to keep the company going straight away. Oh, I don't know. I think what we're probably going to do is take the risky approach and just spend nearly all the money. We could leave like a year or half a year. I don't know. I think doing this steel line will be a good one to do next. So let's get a new vehicle for that. We'll get the engine. We will get steel. There it is. Flatbed wagon, buy and refit. There we go. And we'll full load there and come all the way down the line. It's a big long line to unload there. And we'll clone it. No, I don't want to go to the depot. We'll clone it so that there are 10 to start. Oh, speaking of starting, I didn't start these vehicles in here. Got to go through and make sure that we start the trains, because if we don't start them, then we're not going to have them running anywhere, and they're just going to be sat there costing us money, and then we're going to have no money, and everything's going to be terrible. There we go. Yeah, we'll get that one going. I mean, what I can do is just come in here and say all trains go. That's the easiest way of doing it. I must remember to do that. Okay, so we've got the factory going and everything coming out of the factory. We've got steel coming in from the steel hub, but we still need iron ore coming in to the steel hub. I think we'll concentrate on this line because it's one of the simplest, because it all gets brought over here. So, new vehicle. Let's get the engine. Let's get iron ore and buy the vehicles for that. Get it to go here for a full load all the way down the line and unload there. Brilliant. Okay, how many have we got in there? One. We're gonna need probably 10 again. Don't know. 10 might be a bit much actually for that line. But we'll see. I don't want too many vehicles there. Money is doing all right at the moment. We can get 400 odd trains in here. Then we've got this situation here. So we've got a good amount of iron ore up there. I'm just going to concentrate on the steel network to begin with because I think it's a good money maker. And there's a good amount of income from that. So there we go. Get this vehicle, change the orders around. So we're going to say you go to here, you full load there, and then you come down here and unload all. There we go. And we're going to need, I think, 3 up there might do the job. Okay, so that's that section there. We've also got an extra one here. So that's the iron ore there. Oh, wrong depot. Let's clone one of them. And I think for this one we might just have one for now. Full load here because it's just going to full load there and then go down to here and shuttle back again, and we can get more again in the future. So we'll get rid of that. So that's the entire iron north, but then we've got this iron ore south network. It's a long network. One of the things we probably ought to do is the passenger services between Exeter and London, and then London and up to York. If I remember correctly, they were making some good money too. Yeah, let's slip them in now. So let's do these ones. Let's go new vehicles. Get the engine. Passenger carriages. These look smart, these passenger carriages. That's weird. It's a length of 6.2. Okay, let's get rid of that. Are they the wrong sort of passenger carriages? No. Fair enough. Whatever. Go to Exeter. Come all the way down the line. We're actually going to give an order for Corsham interchange, and then pop ourselves into London South, and then back up to Corsham interchange again, just to make Corsham interchange even more busy than what it was. And we'll clone that so there's a good few of them there. Yeah, I think that'll do. And then over here at London, we need some new trains here. So we're going to clone our passenger train from Exeter, because I'm a little bit lazy like that. And we'll take the orders out, and we'll give it a London to York order. I'm pretty sure as long as we don't put non-stop in, it will go. See, look, non-stop is going in by default, but I'm going to turn the non-stop order off so that we can go to Newark, Doncaster, and York. So we can turn non-stop off, and it will stop at all the places along the way. We're going to need quite a few of these ones again. I think that might do it. And we've got just less than 400 million in the bank account. So that's the 2 passenger main lines done. The goods line from the factory done. Most all the steel and half the iron ore. I think I should probably do the rest of the iron ore. We'll get some more farms in, and then we'll see what's next. So we've got, oh, look at this. This is where we had one of those things, UFOs. UFO. So, new vehicle. There we go. I've got to keep an eye out for those UFOs, actually. I think one of them was over on the New Island Challenge. Where are we? Over here? Yeah, look. 3 UFOs, I think, landed there and blew everything up. Actually, we should probably get a little passenger network going backwards and forwards along there as well at some point. There, it's not important. It is not important. Boop. What we need to do now is get vehicles on here. We're transporting iron ore again. There's only one option in this because we're playing the vanilla stuff. That is 6 in length. And we're going to go full load here. And then unload there. Transfer. And for now, I'm just going to put the one in. For these primary industries, where there is just like, yeah, I'm just going to put one in there. It's not a problem. We've got 3 here plus the other one, so we'll definitely put more in. Whoa, steady mouse cursor. Where have we gone? Where have we gone? Where have we gone? Oh, there we are. Oh dear. I don't know if something changed in the game, or something changed with my mouse settings, or something changed with something, but I don't remember OpenTTD spinning around the screen like that in the past. I've had a look. I can't see anything in the options. So we're going to full load here, go all the way down the line, and drop off at the steel. There we go. And we'll clone that a few times. There we go. Now along the way there was a couple of extra ones. So let's get them in there, and I think what I'll do is that we've gone and done the goods lines together and the passenger lines, and we're going through doing the steel and iron ore. I will head off and do some of the what do you call them? The farm lines over in Norfolk. Get them all up and running as well with some trains, and then we'll see just how well everything really starts to do. I'm kind of reluctant to unpause the game. Oh my goodness, stop scrolling so crazily. There we go. So we're going to make sure we get a full load order there. So I think it's the zoom level that I'm at. Doesn't help. We've got one here for a pickup, so let's clone the train over there. Clone that one. Grab its orders. I could have kept that last order on there, silly me. Look at that. See, it scrolls okay, and then all of a sudden, woo! I don't know. I don't know why it does that. I don't remember it ever doing that in the past. Maybe it's something to do with, like, mouse acceleration that I've not been able to have on before or something. I have no idea. Okay, so I think that's all the iron ore in. I'm going to go do the farms, and then we'll see how much money our company may or may not make. Okay, so I've done this farm hub, and I haven't done the other hubs just yet. I want to concentrate on places where there's the most things to shift, the most productive places. And what I have also done is I've done the London to Birmingham and Birmingham to Manchester lines. I forgot about that passenger service, but I've done that one as well. So what we're going to do now is we've got the station list here. We're going to change it so we're only looking at trains, and we are not looking at passengers or mail, because I've already put trains on the 3 and 2 2.5 passenger lines that we've got. So then what I'm going to do now is we're going to order this list by total weight in cargo, and we're going to move around the map looking at that. So this farm hub, absolutely chocker, definitely a good job I did that one. Then we've got the coal pre-hub south. So this says to me that this coal network, the bidirectional coal network, is going to be worth doing. So let's do some of that. So we'll get the engine in there, and we'll get a coal truck in, and we will get it to length 6. Now this one's the one where we do a full load here, and I do full load by holding control, and then we come all the way down here and do a unload on. Now we're going to get some sort of transfer for that. It's not going to be a massive amount, but we'll put some clones in there. There we go. Now because we've done that hub, we should do anything that connects to it. So this one down here, that one's got a few tons of coal waiting. So let's go new vehicles. No, actually not new vehicles. Let's just clone one of these ones. And we're just going to have one train because it's a short line. Ideally, I think you would have two, but I don't want to go around the entire network and leave myself short of money. So, let's say we're going to go full load there, up to here, and that is again a transfer. So you've got unload and leave empty, and you've got transfer and leave empty. I'm not sure I know the difference. Anyway, and of course, then we're going to need our trains on the coal actual rooty roundy, the bidirectional thing. Now down here, there's hardly any coal waiting to be shifted. But if we go up to the north one, what have we got up here? We've got thousands. So we're going to start here. So we're going to go new vehicle, engine only, buy, and we're just going to have one engine because these things have 10,000 horsepower. So, you know, it's just like woomph. And the maximum reliability is 100% now. That must have... When did that happen? That must have happened whilst we were waiting for all the trains to go into the depot. So that's brilliant. But let's get some coal trucks now. Now these are length 12. So they're going to take a little bit of time to get up to top speed. But that's okay. So what we're going to do is full load here. And after a full load at north, we come all the way down south. We drop off at the drop. And then we come to the south one. We're not going to do a full load because we're probably not going to have it. And then come back up to the north and do the drop again. And we've cloned that, or we will clone that. And we'll have a few to start. Hopefully we're going to make some good money out of that line. Goods out's number 3 on the list, and we already have trains going there. I don't think we're going to have enough trains going there, but it's not a massive money maker. I'm fine with that. Iron Ore Hub North we've done, the pickup north. So some of these ones in the top of this kind of would be good to do this first list. We've already done, so it just kind of reinforces that we've done the right things. Thrapston Woods near Peterborough. Apparently a good one to do. It looks like it. There's some good iron ore mines around here. So let's do that. New vehicles, get the engine in. Get the iron ore trucks in. There we go. Length 6. And then we'll give it some orders. And we will say, have I pinned that? I have pinned that. Okay, good. Go here, full load. Come down the line and presumably unload there. Oh my goodness. Where does it go? I'm almost certain it goes there. Let's have a look. Careful. Follow the line. Here it is. And yeah, it's there. It goes to the steelworks. I think we're going to need at least 3 of them. Maybe 4 or 5. So we'll set them on their way. And there is a feeder station on that. Oops, steady. Where is it? Over here. So there's a feeder station here, and these ones look like the track might be short. No, it's not shorter. It's just that the station was slightly offset. So we'll just nip and clone one of these. Just one will do. There we go. Change all the orders because we're going to go full load there. Come down here, and when we're here, we're going to transfer. There we go. So the next one on the list is Stratford upon Avon Pre-Hub. This... Oh, right, okay. So this is the one that has a farm, but then we used road vehicles. And of course, we haven't updated or changed the road vehicles. We should probably do that sometime soon. Maybe if we can get the company and the profits to stabilise, that's what we'll do. So we'll go around and do the road vehicles next. But let's do... See, it's just one set of platforms here, so it's a combi train. It's a combination, which means probably not the most efficient way of doing it, but it's the way that I've done it, so it's the way we're going to carry on doing it. So if we go and say, okay, we also want some grain wagons. Is that grain? Yep. Yeah, I think. Is that many? Okay, livestock, not iron ore. There we go. 5 of each will do. I know we're 1 short, but yeah, it'll be alright. So, orders, we're going to full load at this pre-hub, and then in theory, where's this dropping it off then? It then brings it to Walston Hub. Okay. So if we then transfer it, and I think we're going to have to clone that a few times because it's quite high on the list there. There we are. Let's have 4 of them. And then we're going to have to get them at Walston Hub, but I don't know how far Walston Hub is. Oh, it's a long line. It's a long line into Holbeach from there. Okay. Is this one? This one's a split one. Okay, so with a split one, we have dedicated trains. This isn't necessarily the best way of doing it, again, but it's the way I've done it, so we're going to deal with that. Let's see. Okay, goods, mail, grain. There we go, bulk. Throw that in there, all the way up to 6 this time. And we're going to say, okay, go to the grain waypoint, go to the station, come round all the way down. I've gone too far. Here we go. To, it's one of these, but they're all the same place, station West Inn. We'll clone that so that there are 5 of them, I think is a good number. And then over there in the same set of depots, we need the livestock equivalent. So, new vehicle, engine. Really hope that we make some money out of this. Livestock. And then buildy. Okay, right. Of course, not forgetting to go to the livestock waypoint. Hold control so we get the full load over there and plop into West Inn. And clone it there. Cool, right. Oh, let's go to the train list and just do set all to go before I forget, because I probably will. And then over here there's 2 more sets of stations, and again I think these ones are combination ones. They are combination ones, so I'm just going to grab one of these trains from over here. Whoa. Okay, so delete all the orders, full load there, come down to the hub and transfer. And I think we'll just have 1 train there because it's a short distance. Same over here. Clone that train, change the first order, and then we should be all good. Okay. Right then, folks. I think we're going to look at potentially leaving it there for adding them here just now. We're going to move over and look at some other places. I think what I'm going to do, because if we look at the operating profit, it's not great. In fact, it's probably going to go down even more than what it is at the moment. But then will it come back up after adding all these trains? I'm going to add lots more trains, and then we'll see how much that operating profit comes back up next time. I will see you for the next episode, where we will find out if this company still manages to carry on. I hope so, because it would be a pretty shame for the series, wouldn't it? I wonder how you guys are getting on. We're actually in 2024, so once we've done the Maglev conversion, the next video we're going to be doing will be looking at your 2025 saves. So I've had some of them sent to me already. I don't think by the time that this video goes out, you'll have time to send me your save to include it in that video. So thank you to everybody who has sent them in. I'll get through as many as possible, and we'll have a look at some of those games soon. But from me, for now, and the Maglev upgrade, let's cross our fingers, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.